Okay, so here where I started from at Old Park Farm near Porthcawl, took off and headed northeast over Cumbraen, north of Usk Gliders, and then to Cinderfoot. First turning point was by this great big bend in the River Severn.
So here we go.
Changed course here at Gloucester. I was speaking to Gloucester and he was really worked. They had radar, tower, ground, all on the one frequency. So about here, once I got to the Cotswold, I changed over to Bry's radar. Got to Chedworth was my next turning point. Once I altered course at Chedworth, disused, I went to Carlburg, where I then changed to Oxford. The reason being was that I'm squeezing through this little gap between this restricted area here with the aerials, Western on the green with the parachuting, and of course Oxford's own airspace. Now I'm going through their the fantail there of their ILS approach, but the wind was from the north and they were doing their approaches from the south. Now Oxford actually thanked me once I got to Upper Hayford because they were able to negotiate their other flights around me, and they weren't worried as I'd given what height. I was about 1,300 feet all the way through. And then I went to Finmere. The reason I went to Finmere was because you can only get PPR for Old Warden on the day, and because I'd set off early, they weren't open. So I'd arranged to land at Finmere.
So that's 1,400 feet, so we're told to join overhead at 1,400. Having a look at the runway, windsock. I think it favouring slightly to 8. Traffic, Golf Bravo Victor, Foxtrot Romeo overhead. Positioning to join for runway 28. Finmere traffic, Foxtrot Romeo turning finals 28, Finmere. Wow, usually enough runway. Flaps away. Right, let's hope you can hear me. We're just taxiing out at Finmere here. Now, the landing may have looked a bit ropey, but the guy before me damaged his undercarriage. So, made my landing just feel not quite so bad. Right, we're just at the threshold here. No cars on the runway, they've cleared off. Right, so a little bit of into wind aileron. Let's do this.
So once I phoned up from Finmer and got PPR for Old Warden, I took off, went to the disused at Little Harwood, was speaking to Cranfield, which had ILS traffic, and they were using this approach here. You can see the fantail, but because I was low I was able to pass under it, and I was talking to them. Went to Woburn Town reference point, crossed the M1, and then almost straight into Old Warden. Arrived at Old Warden, there's Biggleswade there, and joined overhead. The return route was more or less the same.
Okay, we're just coming towards the overhead of Old Warden, which we need to be at 1800 feet. Got one aircraft just taken off that's clearing to the north. So it's just ahead of the nose there. You probably won't see it just at the moment, but I'll come round. Old Warden traffic, Golf Bravo Victor, Foxtrot Romeo, overhead 1800. Now looking for that guy who's downwind. Oh, there he is there. Just coming onto my wingtip now. So we see if we get down to circuit height. Old Warden traffic, Foxtrot Romeo, downwind, right hand, runway 03. Old Warden traffic, Foxtrot Romeo, turning finals, runway 03. Foxtrot Romeo, clear of the active Old Warden.
Warden traffic, Dornier departing off base leg to now.
What is amazing about the Shuttleworth collection is there is hangar after hangar of unique aircraft, and you can just spend hours going around looking at so many different ones. Here's the Lysander, which aircraft are really amazed how the people flew that in the war, right down to the middle of France at night with people shooting at you with only a compass and a stopwatch to navigate by. Got the de Havilland Comet there, and Alex Henshaw's Mughal. Film stars like Little Nelly. Gloucester Gladiator. Spitfire. Hurricane. There's just so many aircraft here. Well, all good things have to come to an end, and soon I was returning. I filled up my slipper tank and my main tank and had a 2-hour 15-minute flight home, 156 miles.
Warden traffic Golf Bravo Victor Foxtrot Romeo lining up, immediate departure runway 03. Foxtrot Romeo downwind, left hand, runway 36, Old Park Farm.